He is known for his contributions to literature, particularly as the author of the Chronicles of Narnia. He is recognized for his works of fiction, as well as his non-fiction Christian apologetic. His name is C.S. Lewis. In the quaint town of Oxford, England, a literary genius and theologian by the name of C.S. Lewis emerged onto the scene. Born Clive Staples Lewis, he would go on to become one of the most influential writers of his time. Lewis dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge and the exploration of faith. From a young age, Lewis displayed a remarkable talent for literature and academia. He held esteemed positions in English literature at both Oxford University and Cambridge University, leaving an indelible mark on the academic world. But it was his vivid imagination and captivating storytelling that truly set him apart. Lewis's most famous works, including the Chronicles of Narnia, enchanted readers of all ages. Through his fantastical tales, he transported readers to magical realms and taught profound lessons about love, bravery, and the battle between good and evil. His captivating narratives resonated with millions, and his books have been translated into over 30 languages, captivating audiences around the world. However, Lewis's contributions extended beyond the realm of fiction. As a devout Christian, his faith deeply influenced his work. He wrote extensively on Christian apologetic, tackling complex philosophical concepts and defending the tenets of Christianity. Lewis's eloquent and persuasive arguments earned him widespread acclaim, and his radio broadcasts on the subject further solidified his reputation as a thought leader in the field. Despite his intellectual pursuits, Lewis remained humble and down-to-earth, forming close friendships with fellow literary giants such as J.R.R. Tolkien. Together, they were part of the renowned Oxford literary group known as the Inklings, where they shared their ideas and inspirations. In his personal life, Lewis experienced both joy and heartbreak. He married American writer Joy David Mann, but their happiness was short-lived as she tragically passed away from cancer. Lewis's own health deteriorated, and he succumbed to kidney failure on November 22, 1963, just 1 week before his 65th birthday. Today, C.S. Lewis's legacy lives on, his words continuing to inspire and captivate readers across generations. His profound insights into the human condition, faith, and the power of storytelling have left an indelible mark on literature and philosophy. As we explore the life and works of this extraordinary man, we come to understand that C.S. Lewis was not just a writer, but a philosopher, theologian, and visionary whose impact will be celebrated for centuries to come. Clive, known to his friends and family as Jack, had a childhood filled with curiosity and imagination. Growing up in Belfast, Ireland, he found solace in the world of anthropomorphic animals, inspired by Beatrix Potter's stories. Alongside his brother, Warnie, Jack created a fantasy land called Boxen, where animals ruled and embarked on exciting adventures. Books were always a part of Jack's life, thanks to his father's extensive collection. He could easily lose himself in the pages of a new story, finding joy in the discovery of new ideas. However, tragedy struck when Jack was just 9 years old, as his mother lost her battle with cancer. This loss had a profound impact on Jack, shaping his perspective on life. Sent to England to attend Wynyard School, Jack found himself immersed in a new environment. But his time there was short-lived, as the school soon closed down. He then enrolled at Campbell College in Belfast, but his respiratory problems forced him to leave after a few months. Seeking a healthier environment, Jack was sent to Malvern, where he attended Cherbourg House, a preparatory school. It was during this time that he began questioning his Christian faith, ultimately embracing atheism and developing an interest in European mythology and the occult. In 1913, Jack enrolled at Malvern College, where he encountered the competitive nature of the school's social scene. After leaving Malvern, he continued his education under the guidance of William T. Kirkpatrick, his father's former tutor. Kirkpatrick's teachings ignited Jack's love for Greek literature and mythology, fostering his skills in debate and reasoning. As a teenager, Jack became captivated by the legends and songs of the North, the ancient literature of Scandinavia. These tales stirred within him a deep longing that he would later call joy. The beauty of nature reminded him of the stories of the North, and the stories of the North reminded him of the beauty found in nature. This newfound interest in Norse mythology and the natural world led him to explore different art forms such as epic poetry and opera. In 1916, Jack was awarded a scholarship at University College, Oxford, where his intellectual journey truly began. Little did he know that his experiences, both joyful and sorrowful, would shape his philosophy and writings, making him one of the most influential thinkers of the 20th century. C.S. Lewis, renowned for his philosophical and theological insights, had a complex relationship with England. When he first arrived in the country, he experienced a cultural shock that made him write, no Englishman will be able to understand my first impressions of England. The strange English accents with which I was surrounded seemed like the voices of demons. But what was worst was the English landscape. I conceived a hatred for England which took many years to heal. Despite this initial animosity, Lewis eventually reconciled with England and made it his home. From a young age, Lewis had a deep fascination with mythology, particularly Norse, Greek, and eventually Irish mythology in literature. He found a kindred spirit in the works of W.B. Yeats, who incorporated Ireland's Celtic heritage into his poetry. Lewis wrote to a friend, "I have here discovered an author exactly after my own heart, whom I am sure you would delight in, W.B. Yeats. He writes plays and poems of rare spirit and beauty about our old Irish mythology." However, Lewis was surprised to find that his English peers showed little interest in Yeats and the Celtic revival movement. He remarked, "I am often surprised to find how utterly ignored Yeats is among the men I have met. Perhaps his appeal is purely Irish. If so, then thank the gods that I am Irish." He even considered sending his own work to Dublin publishers, wanting to align himself with the Irish literary tradition. Despite his affinity for Irish culture, Lewis developed a tongue-in-cheek chauvinism towards the English. He often criticized the perceived flippancy and dullness of the Anglo-Saxon race. Lewis firmly believed in the uniqueness of the Irish people, stating, "With all their faults, I would not gladly live or die among another folk." He sought out the company of other Irish individuals living in England and regularly visited Northern Ireland. Lewis's religious beliefs played a significant role in his life, particularly his adoption of an ecumenical brand of Christianity. He extolled the virtues of all branches of the Christian faith, emphasizing the need for unity around the core doctrinal beliefs shared by denominations. Some critics suggest that Lewis's dismay over the sectarian conflict in his native Belfast influenced his pursuit of an inclusive Christianity. However, others argue that his religious views masked his political prejudices as an old-fashioned Ulster Protestant. C.S. Lewis's life and philosophy offer valuable lessons for our daily lives. His journey of reconciling with England teaches us the importance of embracing different cultures and finding common ground. His passion for mythology reminds us of the power of storytelling and the beauty of diverse traditions. Furthermore, his emphasis on unity within Christianity encourages us to seek harmony amidst religious differences. Ultimately, C.S. Lewis's Irish background and intellectual pursuits shaped his unique perspective, which continues to inspire and challenge us today. C.S. Lewis, known for his profound philosophical insights, once made a thought-provoking statement, "My life will recur in exactly identical fashion." These words, spoken by Lewis himself, hold particular significance when we consider the events that shaped his early years and the impact they had on his philosophy. In 1917, Lewis embarked on his journey at Oxford University, studying at University College. But his plans for a conventional academic life took an unexpected turn when he joined the Officers' Training Corps, seeing it as a promising route into the army. As fate would have it, he was soon drafted into the British Army and found himself thrust into the chaos of the First World War. Arriving at the front line in the Somme Valley on his 19th birthday, Lewis was confronted with the harsh realities of trench warfare. The horrors he witnessed and the loss of 2 colleagues to a British shell deeply affected him. He was wounded and, during his convalescence, experienced homesickness and depression. These experiences, combined with the loss of his mother and dissatisfaction in school, would later shape his pessimism and atheism. After the war, Lewis returned to Oxford and resumed his studies, excelling in various disciplines. He achieved academic success with first-class honors in different subjects, including Greats and English. In 1924, he became a philosophy tutor at University College and later a fellow and tutor in English literature at Magdalen College, a position he held for nearly 3 decades. Lewis's time at Oxford University not only shaped his intellectual pursuits but also provided a fertile ground for the development of his philosophical ideas. His experiences during the war and his subsequent reflections on suffering, loss, and the human condition played a significant role in his writings. As we delve into Lewis's philosophy, we find that his profound understanding of the human experience and his exploration of themes like despair, meaninglessness, and the existence of God resonate with us today. His words remind us that even in the face of adversity, there is room for hope and the possibility of finding meaning in our lives.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.